Welcome to Big Brother! Yay.
Yay. Sorry, you guys. Phil decided to do Digging Deeper, which was originally my idea, but said there's only 23 hours we could do it where it wouldn't coincide, and none of those worked with Bradley. So let's do it right when we would go on for Big Brother. Kind of bad luck because Big Brother would have gone earlier, but not really. I don't know. I don't even know what we're saying. 2 hour.
I mean, it would have been an hour earlier. We would have been done in podcast.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Phil. Instead of waiting, I haven't even eaten. I gotta go to Taco Bell after this and pack for tomorrow. What the hell? This is the worst day ever. Speaking of worst day ever, there goes my microphone. Oh crap.
That this whole episode could have been, our normal eviction episode and did not need to be 2 hours long, or was that where you're going?
Here's what I'm actually saying is this is some bullshit from CBS of like the tortilla thing was from like I think before Joseph went home, before Tucker went home, like they're showing us something from a month ago. And it's like they're just lucky that it's Rubina and Makensy still. I don't even know if they had DRs about it. But like this is some filler shit. And like why don't we have an HOH? Like, oh well, we need an HOH for next time. And like I got a phone call, so I didn't really get to watch most of Big Brother comics, so that kind of sucks. But it did look like that took about 35 minutes of the episode.
It was insane because the first two people that went, first like three, we got real in depth on everything. So that was Chemo, Cam, and Makensy. And then we kind of sped through Chelsea and Rubina. And I'm like, three of these people are talking about the same thing of like, well, there's a trash can in Leah's, and I put the one without the trash, whatever. And I'm like,
I missed the stripe. Like, I'm even yawning in the middle of your explanation because it's like so boring, I guess. Shit, my bad. But like, it's something where I think there's some complaints that you have about your favorite reality shows throughout the entire time you watch them, no matter how many times you watch them. And Big Brother needs to figure out how to make the end game more interesting. And like legitimately, because I missed most of the first hour. Thank God we didn't go earlier. Thanks, Phil, for setting aside. But like I was kind of like, wow, that's crazy that they switched to get Rubina out. That's so weird. So I was like a freaking casual being like, I must have missed something in the first hour. And as soon as they both voted for Chemo to go, I was like, wait, what? And like everyone else, I was like logging on to be like, is everyone else so surprised? And they're like, that was pointless. Like, so like at least I got taken for a ride by the editors because I gave them the benefit of the doubt of there must have been something for this.
I was so annoyed is because we have all this Chemo talk, and then now we're gonna be like, all right, we have this huge ass segment of like Rubina's gotta go just for Chemo to go home. This is like things that I don't need.
I don't need any of this. And like the one thing that I did like two of the segments though. I really enjoyed the family moments for the first time in a while. And I think this is something where it's like the initiative to say like, hey, by the way, we're going to make our cast more diverse as we're going forward. I think this is an interesting layer of this of like, now that we're at the final five, usually if you look back at all these things, it would be like look at our families. It's like 4 white families and then like one not white family. And like it was interesting to see like we're gonna see 2 different Asian families. And like, oh, that's crazy. Rubina's dad looks like that. Chemo's mom looks like that. Like, here's Cam's dad. I don't know. the editing on Chelsea's family thing was so bad. I was like, what are we doing? And like, but it was interesting to see, like, here's people like Cam's dad would never get on TV, but he's getting on TV because it's like, my son, like, this is cool
Mhm.
of like this layer or
His
whatever.
dog at the crib.
He said, I'm not a dog at the crib, but I'm your second oldest fan. And even Cam's like, I'm so bad at everything. I don't even know what that means, Julie. I was like, oh my gosh. I thought it was crazy. Like, I have come around so far on like, I really like Cam and what he brings to the show of like the idea of masculinity in our reality show of like, I am so like Kinsey
Mhm.
and Chelsea are talking to each other and being like, I am tired of taking Cam on our coattails. And I think it's so interesting of they don't say this of if Cam is maybe not muscular. They don't say it if he's 50 pounds heavier or if Cam was gay maybe or if Cam was a woman. They don't say this stuff. And I think it's a very interesting thing of masculinity and what it means for these shows. And like we haven't seen that in what like usually when the useless third place person is a dude, it's like, oh, they got kind of or like they were a not a nerdy dude, but like a quirky person, or like I'm thinking back to Big Brother 8. Zach, who made it to Final 3, was a weird dude. Spencer on Big Brother 15, very weird dude. There's one more than back. Adam from Big Brother 13, weird dude. But if Cam makes it to Final 3, not a weird dude, like very like
Normal
fun guy
stuff.
to be around, chill. I'm a dog at the crib for life. But like it's something where you're like, why are they so mean to him? He has unwavering loyalty. Like he literally maybe should have kept chemo if he really believed that kind of stuff and
Mhm.
made it. Here's more blood on Mackenzie's hands. Like, you vote out chemo. I'll vote Rubina. And like, but like if Rubina gets veto next week, who knows or whatever. I just thought it was very interesting of this is what masculinity means, and they are disappointed that Cam is not winning not only his fair share, but like they're dragging him instead of vice versa.
Yeah. It's like the popcorn muscles of it all. Like he's a D1 athlete. Like that's where endurance comes in and like this whole thing was endurance and he couldn't be, chemo who was like, "Oh my god, I am not built for endurance."
And I think what's interesting about what he said, and I'm glad it was on the episode for everyone to see, is like, I don't look at comic books. I don't get on trapezes. And
Mhm.
like, I think it's a mental thing. And the yips is something that I have heard before, or like, if a quarterback throws an interception, they're twice as likely to throw another interception. And like, chemo is in his, or not chemo, chemo, Kimberly, Makensy, like everyone has crazy. They're all the same names these days. Um, Julie Cam. So Cam is in his head so bad. And it was interesting to me of like they did not let him breathe on that
Mhm.
and being like almost angry and like, is he gonna go out at 4? Because like Mackenzie and Chelsea should not vote him out at 4. That's dumb. But
Yeah,
are they gonna
because
be
he's
so annoyed with him of like, why are you so bad at everything, that they get rid of
yeah.
him? What's cool is if Cam or Rubina win at 4, it's kind of an interesting thing of like
Mhm.
we've had some like the best seasons ever, like at Final Four of 20, there was somebody won an HOH out of nowhere at 4. And like those are interesting. And I hope it happens this season of like, you doubted Cam, he wins one here, he wins the second HOH, and like is one question away from winning the final 3 HOH on the scales at the end. Like that would be a really cool story for him, whether he wins or loses. Like I'll be enthralled. What sucks is I have to watch probably 6 hours of Big Brother before then, and it's gonna be fucking pointless, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And so like, all right, before going into like the Vito and BB comics, Makensy is now like thinking, do I take Rabina off of the block just to show her loyalty and like take away the fact that I nominated her and to like ensure Chemo goes home? And then Chelsea doesn't really want that because that means Cam is going on the block. So she like, without saying it, says like, Cam, you really need to win this veto. And like, this is what we get.
But he didn't need to win this veto. Like we proved it. Who cares if Cam wins or not?
Yeah.
And like, I think that's what's interesting about like the final 6 giving a week to Angela to try and get off the block is a lot more interesting than like. So it sucks that Angela goes in the double.
Yeah.
Like I would have loved for Angela to win there, get rid of one of Chemo or Rubina there, so we don't have the whole week long being that, and like Angela goes crazy for another week or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like making shit up to say because like nothing happened.
So
but yeah.
So our BB comic heroes are Vol Chemo,
Awful.
Young Cedric,
Great.
Crazy Eyes for Matt,
Amazing. Yep.
Chubby Chaser, Leah,
Great job, I guess.
Charcuter Thief.
I was trying to figure out how do you say it, charcuter thief, and it's like, it's not good enough. You got to do it a little better. Yeah.
Cooter Thief, like
you got that cooter thief going. Hey girl, where was that cooter thief? If that was your nickname at softball, you're getting beers bought for you later that night by everyone on the opposing team. I know it.
Crow Slay was
Crow Slay?
Yeah.
Somebody said they didn't like that. I was like, how do you not like that? That's so good.
Glitter Critter.
That one, hilarious name. That does not look like her at all, and she should sue CBS for $1 million.
I mean, we have Sweet Kenny K, and he's a sausage.
They didn't even try.
They put a beard on a hot dog.
Yeah. They did not even try. That was hilarious.
They should have put Sweet Kenny K on like the fork for Nicole when she was like the beer. I don't know. I don't remember what the
There's
name
no way
was,
I remember that.
Yeah. Then you have the microchip, which was Chelsea, which I feel like there had to have been something better than that because Cedric also was a microchip.
Right.
But, the roller rebel, Robina, was she like a roller derby girl or
not on the show? So cool.
The chameleon.
That was fucked up. They're like, he's gonna disappear. Justice for Cam. Like I hope Cam comes. I know Cam's not gonna give 2 shits about what anybody says about him negative because he's so chill. So good for him. But like, why are you trying to bring Cam down? He's a sweetheart.
The instigator, which was Tucker, bringing it back to the AI instigator that nobody really knew about.
Did they catch on to that or no?
I don't think anybody ever caught on to it.
Because I think that's gonna be one of the saddest moments of the finale is like, it's a reunion. Who was the AI investigator? And it's gonna be like, it was Tucker that blew up your relationship midway through because he did it for money. And then she's gonna be like, wait, what?
Yeah, but now we're being at 20 grand for us. Let's go to some crazy date.
Yeah, let's go to Venice, Italy.
Quinsanity.
That one was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the poster on that one was very good. Good for him.
Makensy.
Bad. I
A
I was so funny. Mackenzie was like, "I'm a robot because I'm so strong in competitions, I think." And it was like, "You're a robot because Kimmy
Kenny at
and
least.
Lisa's comics are gonna give me nightmares."
Atomic Mom holding it was Angela holding a little mat.
That was cool. I wish the name of her was a little better, like
Yeah.
a Mom Tomic or something.
Atomic.
Atomic. Holy shit, you're so good at this.
Rewind
That
Joseph.
one was like, what?
I don't
The
because he does video things at home, so he like you press rewind. I don't know.
He works at a video store. Remember? Be Kind Rewind. The most craziest thing, and this literally went through my mind immediately because I live in the country that I live in. It literally said like I think either July 2011 or August 2011, and it circled a date on the calendar, and it was like meet Dr. Will. And I don't know if that's where when we met Dr. Will, if the first day of Big Brother 2 was like August something that time. But it's like if you could go back in time,
Well, it wouldn't be
why are you
2011.
2001, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Like it literally said 2001. I did the same oops. I did the mistake that girl did on Smosh. That's so funny every time. She's like, "What happened in 2011?" 9/11. It's like,
Yeah.
"No, 2001." It was literally like 2 months before 9/11 is like, "Let's meet Dr. Will." And it's like, that's crazy you guys wrote that on a comic. like go back and like I don't know. What's the other thing in Big Brother that we would switch if we could switch one thing? It's like not do Big Brother 9 or something or
Or
like
not do
don't let racist people be
21.
on Big Brother 15. Like maybe that's better of like
Mm.
stop Big Brother over the top from happening because is it canon? They
I
never
don't
mention it. They never
Um,
mention it at all.
so the top 3 for this veto are Mackenzie, Chelsea, and Chemo, and Chemo is shook beyond belief that he is in the top 3 because, I mean, he took close to 30 minutes for his time, and then Mackenzie took 13 with Chelsea somewhere in the middle, which means Cam took over 30 minutes to complete BB Comics, and they
They were
are
mad when he
pissed
said,
at
"I
him.
took some
I took
breaks."
breaks. Yeah. They're like,
Like,
"Athletes don't take breaks."
but like, I'm Cam. I'm like
I
that's what blows my mind
I'm
is
Cam,
like,
I take breaks.
yeah, like how did you not know this? Like Cam didn't win at 16, he didn't win at 15, he didn't win at 14, he didn't win at 13, he didn't win at 12. He won at 11 to take Tucker out by accident. Like it's not he hasn't been throwing. Like he's
Mhm.
not good at this stuff. And
Yeah.
I think the like AI arena that Chelsea won against him, you almost have to be like, is Chelsea aware that like they gave you the answers for live television that time? Like you and Cam could not figure out a puzzle so much, they gave you the answers. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, and basketball is literally like you can't play longer than 8 minutes straight without a break unless you're LeBron James. So get on the bench and let's go.
Um,
Um,
so Chelsea started then talking strategy to the fish.
that was crazy. Why did we need to do that?
I mean, because we needed to fill 2 hours, so we talk strategy to the fish.
No, we don't. We need an HOH competition. Like,
No,
okay,
that's for Sunday, Blake. We need to
you
drag this out as
stop,
long as
stop, CBS,
possible.
stop. Um, I have been in that audience. If I had gone to tonight's episode,
Oh my god, that would've
holy
been
crap, that's like
torture.
one of the worst experiences of your life because you're there for 2 hours. Last week you got 2 evictions and you saw 2 people come out. Ah. This time you stayed twice as long, had 1 eviction instead, and you had to watch that episode without going to the bathroom probably for 2 hours.
Not taking any breaks.
And you like Julie's talking and Robina and Kim over the back crying. You see how goofy they are? It's like, bro, I wish you guys were taking in like let's do funny stuff during the live thing. It's like, how about you try to win 750 grand if you're here? Like you can try and do fun stuff anywhere. How about when you have a chance to win money, you try to do that instead?
What are your thoughts on the veto not being used? For the first time this season, the veto is not used. So like Rubina doesn't have that safety from Chelsea and Makensy of like girl power, yay. But that's what like they're thinking. That's what Rubina's still pitching though to save.
I think if you're like, oh, we got 11 in a row, 12 in a row, 13 in a row, it wasn't that many. It was like 10 or 11 in a row. I think you are like hoping Makensy uses it, but like it doesn't make sense. Like I'm HOH and I won the power again. Like I already did what I wanted. Like
it should have been, yeah.
Yeah, like you're almost hoping anyone else besides Makensy does win to have like some kind of thing happen there. It was interesting though. Somebody was like, forget Tucker. Makensy is the comp beast of the season. I could not remember that word. Forget like, Tucker. Makensy is the comp beast of the season, and that was before they saw that she won HOH and veto this week.
She's had
that's crazy.
She's had 3 vetoes, 2 HOHs, and an AI arena. So 6 comps.
Plus the opening night one is 7, if you count those.
Okay.
Which you don't. But she won America's veto from it.
I forgot about it. Okay. So then Tucker won how many AI comps plus an HOH and veto?
I don't remember. Yeah. It's so long ago. Who's going to win America's favorite? We still have 10 days. What are we going to do next week? What should we tell people? We're not doing this next week. Let's just come back at finale night. I don't know. What do you guys want? I am Connor, and who's our other commenter? McKenna, Feeney?
Yeah, that would be me.
What do you guys want to do between now and the next 10 days? Should we go live every other day to recap where Cam is at?
Yeah, right.
Like, what's crazy is, doesn't Rob has a podcast, like, have daily Big Brother stuff?
It's like all, like, watching live feeds and stuff like that. That's, and commenting on the live
what do they do for the last 20 days of the season?
I don't know. What were your thoughts on the jury segment?
We had one of those.
I thought it was fun. It was a fun segment until the last like 30 seconds. Where
okay, yep. So let's start at the beginning. Hey, Quinn, do me a favor. Go stand in front of that wall and try to bounce the soccer ball around. Act natural with the soccer ball.
While T-Core comes in.
Are you surprised to see? I don't remember what she said. The only one I remember is Angela goes, "Hello, house guests." I was like, "What? Are you freaking psychopath?"
We're not house guests anymore.
Yeah, what the heck? No, I thought it was interesting. Of like, T-Core is not bitter. It doesn't look like she's phased at all. She's
fully in
glowing. Chelsea. She's happy. She was happy to see Quinn. They don't hate each other, but she was like, here's what happened to me. She did not explain, like, I thought Quinn was going to be like, oh my gosh, I wish I got to live in the backyard this whole last week. I would have loved Sankey. And there was none of that. So
Sankey?
Like, what is it? Janky?
Come on.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. There's too many. There's Cam. There's Makensy, Kanky, Angela. No, it was interesting that T-Core was like, yeah, they got me. Leah went after me, like, because he was like,
she said she thinks Chelsea voted to keep her and that chemo flipped.
which is crazy. Like poor Chemo. Of even when he does stand loyalty, people like T-Core has been every day with him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, I got you on the way out." And she thinks it's Chelsea. Like, that's bullshit. Like, god damn it, Chemo. Like, why do these people not believe
Well,
you?
he's about
Or
to know now, but
I hope so. I hope they say something. Just Chemo doesn't go bleh, like every time he's eating or whatever. All those Chemo sounds when he's eating. Like, even when it was like, "Are we saving Chemo?" And then he slurped the soup on tonight's episode. I was like, we get it. We get it. Oh, look, it says there's a comment from I Am Connor that says Chemo was a soup slurper. Unless he's a genetic freak, he absolutely takes breaks slurping soups. That's crazy.
We also got a song.
Oh wait, we haven't finished Leah. Leah shows up.
I was just hoping to.
Leah shows up. She looked beautiful. She's like, "Hi, hey." She doesn't say it immediately. She waits till Angela shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
there's something like Leah would never have a crush on Quinn, and then Leah's like, "That's not true."
We're skipping ahead. When there's 2 hours, I get that there's a lot of stuff, but like, what's her face? What I thought was interesting was T-Core guessed exactly right. Of like, if it's Leah at 7, it's gonna be Angela at 6.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And she nailed it. And I'm like, damn. T-Core knew what was going on. It is interesting to see. I'm the information going to T-Core with her question for the final vote. What do we call it? Final tribal council.
Yeah.
I think T-Core's question and answer will be the most important.
Mm-hmm.
If it's close at all in the final 2, it's going to be T-Core's question that's going to go, "Oh, you nailed it. We're going to go." Or if it's like, if Makensy can really, like, yes, T-Core already loves Chelsea, but like, I think it may sway some other stuff of like, T-Core thought this was important. What do you think about this, Makensy? And if Makensy goes, "Bad answer," toast. If she goes, "Good answer," then it's go, "Oh, Makensy did know a little more." So then Angela comes in. "Hello, house guests." They do this. That concludes my crazy night. And then what happens?
Leah confesses her crush for Quinn. Terrible.
No, it was something to the effect of, like, I thought it was so funny. Somebody was like, Leah had a crush on Quinn. I was like, no, she doesn't. What are you talking about? And then Leah goes, actually, having a crush on Quinn isn't that outlandish out of the question. What's that guy's name? Julian from the Madagascar spinoff.
Oh, King Julian.
Julian, yeah.
Yeah. That was terrible. I Am Connor had to mute the Julie serenade.
Do you remember what it was?
"We love you, Julie. You're pretty."
It's interesting. Julie kind of was.
She was like taken aback by it.
She was like, "Oh my gosh, nobody has ever done this for me. I've had a very rough 3 years on this show, and this is making me I'm gonna do this for the next 10 years now because I'm gonna always think of this moment." Then she said those 5 were her favorite, which is just not true. But
back. She was like, "Don't tell anybody," or what is it? Just some BS.
Because Quinn is for sure her favorite, right?
I don't know. Not mine. That's for sure.
Well, you're not Julie Chen. Okay. Got her. Okay. Chemo says goodbye. Chemo's.
Yeah. That's basically the rest of the episode is we talked about the family videos, Rubina pitches the all girls thing, and then they talk about, "Ooh, we should get out Rubina, maybe Rubina's the move, yada yada yada." And then it doesn't wind up being Rubina, and Chemo just goes home and says aloha to Julie.
Aloha, Julie.
Mhm.
Aloha, Chemo. I was like, okay.
Volchemo.
Yeah, like what? Poor Volchemo. Val Kilmer is what that sounds like.
Val Kilmer.
Right? I don't know. I was just not impressed by the last 5 minutes. I am kind of wishing we had an HOH tonight. I don't know why we didn't have one. I do know why. I don't care why.
We need a Sunday episode, Blake.
We don't. We could be, hey, I fixed it. Tonight we do half of this bullshit HOH tonight. Veto Sunday. Eviction on the first hour of Wednesdays pre-taped, and finale all on that one.
No.
Then we don't have to wait till Sunday. Because there's at least an hour or maybe 2 hours of content
thrown in there, I think.
A Friday episode? No shot.
I was looking at, maybe it's a rerun on the schedule, but I saw Big Brother on a Friday because it's not on next Wednesday.
Or is it just like the recap thing?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't like the only live HOH being the double on the finale. I do think we kind of got some of this with the live AI stuff, but it is kind of like, would you rather have the live thing be the end of the week or the start of the week?
Well, any other thoughts?
Don't worry,
and wisdom.
Bradley K will be here for the finale of Big Brother with us.
Totally. Love one another and all that.
Yeah, love one another. If you feel like this was one of the best 5 seasons ever, I think it's maybe top 15.
It's decent. Like, you're not gonna have a bad time watching it.
It's top 10, but I think what sucks is, like, I'm so bored right now that, like, it's taking all of my goodwill from the first part of this and just ruining it.
I'm just ready for Chelsea to win. Like, this is a whole lot of fluff just for Chelsea.
And if Chelsea gets 4th or 3rd,
I will be shook. Absolutely floored if she goes out at 4.
If she loses in the final 2, burn Big Brother to the ground. Burn Big Brother to the ground.
Chelsea deserves it because she ran this game. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve it, but this is just so boring waiting for her to win.
Yeah. All right, but speaking of more boring things, catch us next time.
Catch us on Monday.
I don't know. We'll see. Actually, no. I'm gonna be out of town, so we'll maybe recap Sunday's episode on Tuesday. Actually, well, I don't have my microphone, but I could probably do it with just this.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll pop up. We'll see what audio sounds like, and then we'll go, oh no.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.